All right, so let's begin this morning, though, with those new developments concerning the Epstein files. Moments ago, unredacted versions of the evidence in the convicted sex offenders case were made available to members of Congress. More than 3 million files have been released by the Justice Department so far, with a lot more on the way. So let's head over to Capitol Hill now and find CBS News congressional reporter Taurean Small. So, Taurean, break down what this release is all about and how it's working and who's going in to take a look at these unredacted files.
Yeah, Vlad, so what we know is that the Department of Justice is allowing lawmakers to take a look at those unredacted files per their request. So if a lawmaker asks to get viewing to this, they have about a 24-hour window that the DOJ would allow them to come in and take a look at these files. This comes as many lawmakers across the aisle express their discomfort with the Trump administration slow-walking the release of these Epstein files as part of a law that they passed. This was a bipartisan law that stemmed from a discharge petition from two main players, really. It was Democrats, of course, but Thomas Massie of Kentucky, that Republican lawmaker, libertarian, who's faced the ire of the president for this, and other Republicans like Nancy Mace. So now we're seeing that after the release, some redacted versions, not necessarily following the timeline of the law, they now have the opportunity, as you could see from Thomas Massie's post to Truth or to X, that he'll be taking a look today. And he's been soliciting his followers to tell him which areas of the Epstein files they're curious, and he'll specifically take a look at those.
All right, Taurean. And, you know, how soon do you think it might be before we start hearing from some of the lawmakers who plan on viewing these files?
Not too long. I'm imagining some of the same players who are part of that discharge petition will come out sooner than later to say they're also interested in taking a look. Thomas Massie has been nagging the administration about this, constantly reminding them on social media that they aren't necessarily upholding the law. What will come after that is obviously a gray area. We'll have to see what Massie says after his review of those documents. Obviously not a lot he can say considering they're redacted, but we're likely to hear his interpretation of what the Trump administration doesn't want the public to see.
All right, Taurean, thank you very much. Appreciate you.